Hey everybody, thanks for joining me here in the fish tank. Today we're going to meet Bjornir, who is one of the characters within Beta Dwarf's new game, which is currently in development, called Vaultbreakers. Now we have a video for all these different ones, so check them out if you want to see any of the other ones, but today we're going to be meeting Bjornir, who is referred to as the Jovial Juggernaut. So difficulty 2 out of 3, I think. So he's Stoutheart. If you're familiar with Minion Masters and that sort of universe, then Stoutheart is one of the factions in there. So his strengths, durable and crowd control. Weaknesses, dealing damage. So he is a melee chap, and let's learn about him. Right, so as mentioned in other videos, every character has this trait. And the traits are different, and they really explain how all the other abilities sort of work together. So, Stoutheart's Tenacity. So basic attack, charged basic attack, dealing damage and additional damage based on, I guess, how long you charge it for. Fully charged attacks apply a chill stack to the target's hit, so it can be multiple. Chill stacks last for 6 seconds, can stack 4 times. Stunned enemies take an additional damage, 62 damage. Right, we'll find out about what the chill stacks do in a moment. So it also has a passive ability, which he has this Frost Feather Boon, which you can see flying around him. So that's active for 2 seconds after taking damage. The boon restores itself after 12 seconds if no damage is taken, or when casting Frost Feather Flyby. And the boon gives him armor and magic resistance. So if we look at the basic attack, and just a reminder, as all the characters do, they have a basic attack and 4 abilities. You can, of course, change the hotkeys should you wish to. So the basic attack is, you can left click quickly to do this sort of quick attack, and you can see that even if we do a quick attack, we have a little AoE. So the longer you hold it down for, the more damage it does, and the bigger AoE it does. But crucially, when it's a fully charged one, you apply these chill stacks. So that's the little icon that was showing there. So if we do 1 here, that's 1 chill stack. That's 2. That's 3. And that's 4. What do the chill stacks do? Well, we'll find out when we look at his other abilities. So our right click, our first ability, Wild Swing. So you tap it and it will deal damage and again apply chill. Let's try that. This guy's really far back because I knocked him back with some of the other knockback abilities. Never seen you been able to knock back training dummies before, but apparently you can. Right, so this has an 11-second cooldown. So right click, boom. So that was the tap, which deals damage and applies chill in the cone, so it is AoE. If you hold it, you will charge to that position, deal damage, and apply 2 chill stacks. But also, crucially, you will taunt the minions and bosses for 6 seconds. So that means you won't taunt enemy players, but you will taunt the computer's stuffs, the enemies, the minions and bosses. Remember, taunt means that they will be forced to attack you, so it's like a tanking kind of thing. You can do that here, you can charge this up. And you can see these are taunted, and if they had attacks, they would be attacking us. Now, that is our Wild Swing. Gain 20 energy for each enemy hit and slow them for 70 seconds. Reminder that we have our health bar, and each character has their energy bar, and each character will build up energy and use the energy in different ways. So, our basic attacks don't generate any energy. Our Wild Swing does, though, gain 20 energy for every enemy hit. So the Power Chop, this is only active if the target has 4 chill stacks on. So you can see it's greyed out here, we can't use it, ability not ready. If the target has 4 chill stacks, Bjornir can slam his hammer to consume all the target's chill stacks and deal a bunch of damage and stun the target. So remember, as a tank, he can taunt things, he can stun things. That's very useful. The passive... okay, so the passive ability of the Power Chop actually generates the chill on your basic attacks. So remember, we have to fully charge our basic attacks. Get our chills. Once we've got our 4 chills, then we can use Boom. Power chop. Excuse me. Right. Next ability is the Ice Block. 5-second cooldown. Encases himself in ice to become immune and locked for 2.5 seconds. Slowing all enemies in the area by 25% of the duration. Additionally, all nearby teammates will receive your armor and magic resistance for the duration of the ability. After 2.5 seconds, the Ice Block will explode, dealing magic damage and an extra magic damage to nearby enemies, depending on the time spent inside. Moving will also trigger the Ice Block to explode. On explosion, gain energy per hit. So we can choose to see how long we're going to stay in it. The longer we stay in it, the more damage it does. But we can come out of it quickly, do a little bit of damage. So we came out of it then by moving. Perhaps we can click again to come out of it. Let's find out. No, it had to move. Okay. And then our final ability on our R key. So it requires 50 energy to cast. Create a field of cone for up to 3 seconds, slowing... Field of cold, sorry. For up to 3 seconds, slowing all enemies within it for 40%. Spawn 15 frost feathers and 1 additional frost feather for each energy. So the more energy you spend. So it requires 50 energy to cast, but I think it will consume all your energy. Also refreshes your frost feather boon. Frost feathers can pass through allies, giving them a frost feather boon. Okay, so you can also hit... So ideally you want to hit enemies and friendlies at the same time. Enemies hit will take damage and are slowed. Additionally, each hit applies chill. At 5 chill stacks, enemies are stunned. So, big ability here. So you can see lots of damage, lots of stun. They've also applied chill, so we can boom. Right. And that is how, I can definitely remember his name, Bjornir works. Just to very quickly go over it again, we have our basic attack, which we can charge up, which applies our chill. Once we get 4 stacks of chill, we can do our Q. Our right click is, it's an AoE charge, should we wish, and a taunt. We can also quickly right click to be just a quick attack. We have our Ice Block, which is going to make us immune, and will also do damage when we leave it. And we have our Energy Consumer in the Frost Feather Flyby. So you need at least 50 energy to use it, and the more energy you have, the more Frost Feathers you get. And of course it does damage, it slows, it can stun them, all sorts of good stuff. Right, there we go. There's our new friend Bjornir. Let me know in the comments, do you like this character? Is this the kind of character you would like to play, or do you prefer more sort of ranged mages and archers, stuff like that? Right, thanks for joining me. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button to stay up to date with all things Beta Dwarf related, Minion Masters, Vaultbreakers, all that good stuff. And of course, the last thing, my name's Fish, and this is an Awkward Wave.